The game 2 of PartinG versus RagnaroK. Going to be on a bit of a bigger map now, though. Looks like it will be on Daybreak. So an old school map, a classic map.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this is
bringing it back.
Hey man, this is a dream pool inspired sort of map pool here for the qualifiers.
Yeah. Well, Moonblade, how do you feel about that? I know you've been playing a lot of Dream Pool.
I have been
recently
playing
as a Zerg. Well,
I'm just thankful that I don't have like Akalon Waste or some of the other maps. Daybreak's probably the most extreme I'd go with the Dream Pool. But even this map, it's pretty fantastic to Zerg, especially if you cut the map in half, go for swarm hosts. You got a lot of total room in this map. And at the same time, looking at it from a Protoss' standpoint, you can get a fairly easy third base down to that bottom. So it's pretty much a bit of a stalematey kind of map, and it did go out of fashion because of that. It got pretty tedious. You can see it get really tedious in ZVZ especially. I mean, it can be like swarm hosts into Broodlords into free unit war forever.
Yeah. Just sitting in the middle of the map, barely moving, just sending your units across.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason these maps kind of went out of fashion. It's because either the imbalances or it wasn't fair for a specific race, or it's just being played too much. And Dave,
I like this. You know what? This is so smart because PartinG able to hold off that 9 pool on that map before on Overgrowth. He's gonna do it again, of course. And RagnaroK's like, no, you're not. I'm going to do it in your base so that you can't do it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Very, very smart play here.
This is the other side of the coin of what that drone scout is all about. It's the scout out if it's going to be a Forge Fast Expand, and it also can utilize as a proxy hatch to deny that natural. So very nice play from RagnaroK. Going to play a slower game this game. Not going to go for any sort of Zergling rush. Just going to go proxy hatch into spawn pool into a later natural. But it's going to be faster than what PartinG has. PartinG also giving away that he did go Forge.
Yeah. Bit unfortunate here. Oh, look at this!
Oh.
Wow, he's going to block the top of the ramp with 3 pylons. RagnaroK does get that hatch down, though. That is very important.
Yeah, this
Probe not able to block
something else. And, I mean, we do see that spawning pool well on the way, though. Can he get Zerglings out in time? Is the next question. I kind of feel like that's exactly what he's trying to do. It's going to be too hard. There's simply not enough Zerglings aren't going to be able to get down there in time.
Yeah. Cannon's going to do a good job of protecting those pylons here.
And he scouts, but puts down a Spinecrawler as well. I like that.
Yeah. He knows the type of situation he's in. Even though this type of game is pretty rare, they've done it at least 10, 15 times in the ladder. And he's going to be able to hold this off, I think, but it's going to take a lot to get out of this base.
He's going to need creep spread to actually be able to hit the cannons on the low ground. Cannons can defend these pylons. That's also a pain. I think this hatch is going to have to be cancelled. He's going to have to go for a further base away, which is a huge problem. And at the same time, we did see actually something really cool is that PartinG did focus down the first larvae of that proxy hatchery, so it just really slows down any sort of aggression or harassment that can come from that hatchery as well.
Yeah, really cool. PartinG actually committing to another pylon here on the low ground. Looks like he's going to start another cannon as well.
Yeah.
Really wants to protect this one cannon down here and try to definitely deny that base.
I almost think he has to pull drones at this point just to help out the Zerglings trying to deal with this one cannon.
Well, the queens are... Well, one queen is about to pop here, and he's got a bunch more... more links coming out here as well. That is so crazy. He's blocking that with that probe. He does get the root down here, and the queen is out here surrounding that one cannon. But again, there's 2 more coming up here.
This is not good at all. He's going to definitely lose that Spinecrawler, and I don't think he's going to get any more cannons.
Yep, Spinecrawler's down. 4 links here against 2 cannons. Not going to go well for you, man. Queen kind of out of here. The probe even in the back blocking it from running away.
This could even be game. Like, this is... it looks like he might be able to have enough eventually to get rid of this cannon, but I mean, big mistakes there, big trades that I feel like RagnaroK should not have been taking.
Look at this probe fighting. He's not giving up with this one yet.
Yeah,
cannon does get goons.
I mean, I think it was worth it though. The amount of Zerglings he had to invest in, plus losing a queen, and while it's still happening, he's chrono boosting out Warpgate. I definitely give the advantage to PartinG so far.
Yeah. This is the kind of player PartinG is. He's like, oh, you're going to proxy hatch my natural. Well, I got something better for you.
I got cannon rush.
Yeah. He's a really scrappy player. I love watching PartinG for this. You sometimes see these games that are just non-standard and just a lot of fun to see.
Does get pretty wonky once that proxy hatchery goes down. It's going to kind of stabilize now into more of a macro game, but we do see +1 on the way already for PartinG, as well as that Warp Gate research halfway done. I feel like we could also see some kind of timing from PartinG as well, or he could simply just go for that fast third base. This +1 is going to give you immunity to Zerglings. You do have that breathing space for a while, and not to mention that RagnaroK's economy was kind of really slowed down big time, and his gas intake hasn't even begun yet.
Yeah. Well, we do see 2 more gates come down here. 3, I should say. He could just go with 4 gateway pressure. We'll have to see how many more gates he puts down, if he does.
I really feel like it might be simply a fast third base, but we do see a pro pretty far on the map.
Yeah, and he's putting down those gateways here.
Okay, we definitely see a lot more gateways. All right, so if it was going to give me 3, maybe 4 gateways, we could maybe see a third base, but with this many, I definitely think we're seeing it all in. And a very important scout here from RagnaroK. I believe he sees that pylon down below. Maybe not.
Does he?
I thought that was
that. Actually, I think he missed that.
Yeah, he completely missed that. So that's actually going to be crucial. That's the staging point of where this is all going to come from.
Yeah.
And if RagnaroK doesn't see it, he's in huge trouble. He could actually die from this because Roach Warren is only just finishing now. And I don't know if he's actually going to be getting Roaches out anytime soon.
Well, Roach Warren does finish here. He doesn't have many minerals or gas here to make that many Roaches. He's got 2 on the way. The Zergling does see the pylon and all these sentries coming across the map, so he's got to have a good idea that this rush is going down here.
Yeah, he's going to try and buy time for this. He wants to try and get behind and get those pylons. Oh, that was a huge mistake. Sending those Zerglings way too far.
Yeah, they just got a little bit too close to those sentries there. And 3 Zerglings, 4 Zerglings over there is not going to be enough. Here we go. Here's the force of RagnaroK. He's got 4 Roaches. Oh, man. And the force field on the ramp here as well. He cuts off the Queen. The one thing right now, he doesn't have many damaging units. He's got 1 Stalker and 2 Zealots, but I'm not sure it's going to matter because RagnaroK barely has anything.
Yeah, this is not the best situation, though. He does have a lot of Roaches. I mean, 4 Roaches can do a lot of work against this many sentries and not much else. But it's going to be all about the reinforcements. And so long as he keeps that ramp force field, there's no chance he can really defend against this.
Yeah. That's the hardest part there. You see so many of those units on the ramp. They're just not able to get down here.
It's the most frustrating thing in the world that Zerg has to deal with is the force field of the ramp. And he even has Zerg speed finished as well. But it's just not going to be enough. We haven't seen the energy left on the sentries, but I'm guessing there's more than enough to keep that ramp force fielded for now.
You can see the timing of PartinG. He's not wasting any of that energy. He's actually just waiting until the last second to put down that force field here. And now he's even putting down more because he's getting rid of everything on the ground here underneath that ramp.
Oh.
And even the time warp up there, this is overkill at this point. I mean, there are a lot of Lings up there, but again, with the force field placement here, they're never going to be able to get down.
GG. Even with the force field placement, I mean, even without it, there's so many Zealots at that point, there's no chance. And that's a very easy